Up the middle, here's Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 24 now, here's the second down and 6.
Back to throw, Smith.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Play action. It's Smith. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll buy some time right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Here's Madison running on 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Minshew. Short throw caught by Bowers. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here. This is White on the screen. He's across midfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
On 4th down, Minshew. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Now Geno. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone, just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays.
13 next.
Here's Smith. It's caught. Lockett. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Trey Tucker. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Open man is Myers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. from the gun. Minshew to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jacorian Bennett has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Minshew sets to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White, 44 yards. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Smith going to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing now is Geno. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Smith. That is caught. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Smith throwing again. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it.
have some fun. Throwing now, Smith. Flush. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Minshew.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bowers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack block.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out